and she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people.
Is a cuckold, right? He likes to watch Beyonce with other men. Ray J, from what I heard, even before all this happened,
about. Is you talking about Beyonce? I don't like when people talk about Beyonce. We're not gonna do that. You don't.
Ray J is shaking the whole industry right now by exposing the Carters, and the things he's saying are absolutely wild. People are losing it online because he's spilling details no one ever thought he'd dare to reveal. For the longest time, folks were already side-eyeing him for defending Jay-Z and Beyonce a little too hard, and now we're starting to understand why. Allegedly, there was way more than friendship going on between Ray J and Beyonce back in the day. Word around Hollywood is that the two had a private connection. And get this, there are supposed to be secret tapes floating around. Insiders claim those tapes are being quietly shopped around in LA, with TMZ supposedly making some big offers to get their hands on them. The thought alone has people gasping, because if that footage ever leaks, it's going to break the internet. But the story doesn't stop there. Rihanna's ex-publicist, Jonathan Hay, jumped right into the mix and dropped a major bombshell. He accused Jay-Z of allegedly making Ray J perform with Beyonce while he stood there watching, just like what people once whispered about Mr. Combs and Cassie. The way insiders are coming forward now, it feels like everyone's ready to snatch the masks off these powerful celebs. This industry drama is spiraling fast, and some folks are warning that it's only a matter of time before more secrets hit the surface. If you remember, Ray J once rushed to defend Jay-Z and Beyonce when Jaguar Wright went on live and made those crazy claims about the Carters being mixed up in Mr. Combs' dark business, and even hinted at ritualistic stuff happening behind closed doors.
Dare you disrespect Jay-Z and Beyonce? Jay-Z is an OG. Don't ever disrespect Beyonce, because now that you're lying on me, and I know for sure that all the you're saying is a lie. Now you want to go for Beyonce. Beyonce has never done nothing to nobody. I haven't seen Beyonce make one mistake. And you know what? That's somebody that's really trying to make sure that her image is in the forefront and be a role model for all these young girls and all the people that's inspiring to be like her or to follow down a path like that. That's a path you want to follow down. Why are you trying to f that up? Why are you lying on Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Ray didn't waste a second before clapping back at Jaguar, way before Beyonce's legal team even started threatening lawsuits. People thought he was just being loyal, but now that loyalty is looking suspicious. And let's not forget, the only other person Ray J ever defended that hard was Mr. Combs himself, and everyone knows how deep that history runs. Now, fast forward to recently, Jonathan Hay popped back up in a new interview spilling the real tea on why Ray J was riding so hard for Beyonce all this time. This is the same Jonathan who once leaked those old rumors about Jay-Z and Rihanna being secretly involved, the same claims he later retracted. But now, he's saying it was all true and that Jay-Z allegedly pressured him to backtrack out of fear. Things are getting messy fast, and Hollywood hasn't seen chaos like this in years. Jonathan Hay didn't just stir the pot, he set it on fire.
What I do know for a fact, not alleged, but DJ Khaled is bisexual. And Jay-Z has also participated in bisexual activities.
Would you want to say allegedly? For your safety?
There's no, I would say allegedly, if it was allegedly. DJ Khaled, 100%, has been involved in, he's bisexual. I did a show called One Shot, and he was in Miami, and he was open with the guy that he was with. He was gay. And I don't understand what happens there where, because nobody said anything to me like, hey, make sure you don't, go out and say this on record. Make sure you don't say this, da-da-da-da. So it's weird that would still be hidden. That seems like that should be a fact that DJ Khaled, at least in 2016, was definitely bisexual.
Okay, and we're good.
And Jay-Z is without question bisexual.
Okay.
In his latest bombshell interview, he straight up accused Jay-Z of allegedly living a double life, claiming he personally witnessed the rapper getting intimate with a trans woman while he was still very much married to Beyonce. The timeline alone has fans clutching their pearls, wondering what else could have been happening behind the scenes during those picture-perfect years. But hold on, the story only gets wilder.
Is a cuckold, right? He likes to watch Beyonce with other men. Ray J, from what I heard, even before all this happened, was one of the guys that used to smash Beyonce while Jay-Z would watch.
Jonathan went on to say that Jay wasn't just about private adventures on the side. He was allegedly hosting his own freaky parties, similar to the ones Mr. Combs was rumored to throw with Cassie. Only this time, Jay wasn't bringing in outside escorts. He was allegedly involving industry men and making them get with Beyonce right in front of him. That's where Ray J's name supposedly enters the picture again, because according to Jonathan, Jay once watched as Ray J and Beyonce got intimate while he, well, entertained himself.
Did you personally see Jay-Z with transgender women? You personally?
I have, correct. It was during it was during the tour. It was during the tour with the Mill, DMX, Jay-Z.
The Hard Knock Life.
No.
Or maybe a different one.
Yeah, with they had the documentary for it. What was that called? I'll think of it. I'll think of it here in a little bit.
Yeah, it was a documentary, backstage or the
backstage with the Mill and all that. I used to work with her, and I definitely. It was unmistakable. You know, in 2024, the trans women are. You know, it can be hard, you know, like a lot of people that, you know, they don't know, but back then it wasn't as advanced, and you could clearly tell, you know, that was...
The mental image alone has people in pure disbelief. Now, Jonathan hasn't dropped any hard proof. No texts, no videos, no photos. So we can't treat this as fact. Still, the internet doesn't need much to go wild. Many believe this explains why Ray J always seemed overly protective of Beyonce, defending her at every turn even when it didn't make sense for him to jump in. People are side-eyeing his loyalty and wondering if guilt or secrets might have been fueling those defenses. And here's where the old drama resurfaces. Remember when Jonathan first made those claims years ago about Jay allegedly getting too close with a then-teenaged Rihanna? He's doubling down now, saying after that story broke, federal agents actually reached out to him for information. According to him, they suspected Jay had flown Rihanna into the U.S. just to be with him for pay, a situation that could fall under trafficking laws if proven true. Jonathan even said the authorities told him Rihanna wasn't the only one, that there were multiple young women involved in similar patterns. Those are some serious accusations, the kind that could destroy careers and lead to massive investigations if evidence ever surfaces. And what's wild is that Jonathan isn't even saying allegedly anymore when he talks about it. That confidence is what's making people think he might actually be sitting on receipts that could shake the entire industry to its core. Whatever truth lies behind his words, one thing's for sure. This storm around the Carters and Mr. Combs is just getting started, and it's already looking explosive. The internet can't stop buzzing after fresh claims about Beyonce's private life started resurfacing, and these ones are shaking fans to the core. Despite always appearing devoted to Jay-Z, insiders are whispering that she might have had some secret connections behind the scenes that no one dared to speak on until now. One of the most jaw-dropping rumors involves her and the late Pimp C. And some people are even suggesting that whatever went down between them may have played a part in his tragic passing. Allegedly, there was a hidden tape featuring Beyonce and Pimp C, and rumor has it Jay-Z made sure that tape never saw the light of day.
I wish we still trying to find out who was in this Pimp C tape.
All I can tell you, there was a famous R&B chick. There was a guy that was getting money at the time. And, you know, Pimp, he used to be in the studio. And every now and then he'd have a camcorder, so he was able to get some footage. And he wanted to do something with the footage, but I don't know why he didn't do nothing with it, but if I could have got a hold of that tape, I'd be a billionaire, man. Hey, whoever it was, they would have to kill me, man. I know TMZ would have paid a bank for that one, man. But yeah, it is a tape, and if you read the comments, a lot of people figured it out. Okay. A lot of people figured it out because, you know, people that was in Houston at the time, they know who was a little loose, you know, as a Montana goose. You know what I mean? So, you know, they also know who was having money at the time. So it's not really hard to figure out. But, you know,
Just tell us. Just say the name.
But no, the only reason why I want to tell it is because Pimp C is not here.
Yeah,
So therefore, I'm respecting his wishes. If he wanted to get out, maybe he would put it out. Maybe he might have had to deal with the situation, you know?
Word on the street says Pimp C's death wasn't just another random tragedy. Some insiders believe it carried a message. DJ Paul from 3 6 Mafia once shared what Pimp's own manager told him, that when they found his body, he was positioned as if he was praying with blood on him, suggesting something violent went down. That eerie detail has fans convinced that something much darker might have been at play. And get this, before his passing, there was already serious tension between Jay-Z and Pimp. Record executive Greg Taylor once revealed that right after sealing the deal for UGK and Jay-Z to collaborate on Big Pimpin', he made a call to Pimp C and had him unknowingly on speakerphone. Apparently, during that call, Pimp started dissing Jay-Z hard, and everyone in the room heard it. Not long after that, their relationship completely fell apart, and then suddenly, tragedy struck. The timing of it all just has too many people raising eyebrows.
Go meet with Dame Dash. So we go after I leave Jive, I go to Rock to the Rock. As soon as I sit down there, Dame Dash opened up his checkbook, could have checked for $1 million. I'm like, whoa. He like, I was like, is this for sure? He's like, no. He said, we want to with UGK. I was like, what? He's like, we want to with your boys. That's right. So I immediately picked up the phone and called Pimp C because all I was trying to get was 100,000. When Dame cut that $1 million, I called Pimp on the phone like, yo, Pimp, and him and Jamal was in the house. And I could hear a tussle and some type of confrontation, right? And I'm like, calm down, bro. Y'all calm down, Pimp.
I ran up the cable bill.
It was fighting. Okay, they was fighting like hard. And I'm like, Pimp, stop whatever you doing right now. I told you what's going down with Jamal when you moved him up in there. I said, but right now, I got $1 million check for you. All we want was 100,000. I was just like, who's that with? I said, with Rockefeller. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm watching Dan with the checkbook. He writing out. He was like, ain't that with over there with Jay-Z? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, tell him to take that check and go give it to Tupac Mama.
But the rumors don't stop there. Whispers from back in the day claimed Beyonce and a well-known artist named M.A. supposedly had something more than just a friendship. While neither of them ever confirmed it, people who were around them during those years said the chemistry between them was too strong to ignore. Even R&B artist Syph Sounds once spilled that during a weekend he spent hanging out with Destiny's Child, he couldn't help but notice that Beyonce and M.A. were acting way too close, almost like they were trying to hide something. And as if all that weren't messy enough, the streets have long talked about Beyonce possibly having some DL tendencies.
I DJ'd for Mos Def and we went over to London for some shows and Destiny's Child was performing there. And I don't know if you know this, and don't tell anybody if you don't, but Mos Def kind of used to mess with people.
And she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls with impulse control issues.
Claiming she's been linked to certain women quietly over the years. Nobody has come forward with solid evidence, but the gossip just won't die down. Then things got even more chaotic when attorney Ariel Mitchell-Kidd dropped a shocking bombshell during an interview. She said she was recently approached by someone who wanted legal help to get involved in the sale of a secret freak-off tape between Mr. Combs and a very high-profile celebrity, one even more famous than him. Ariel explained that the celebrity in the video apparently had no idea they were being recorded, which takes this situation to a whole different level.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No,
this
I can't
tape.
explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it? Or
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video. And I can tell the video was pornographic.
The moment she said that, fans instantly started speculating online about who that mystery person could be. And let's just say the names being thrown around are sending chills through the industry right now. After Ariel Mitchell Kidd's revelation about that mysterious freak-off tape involving Mr. Combs and a major celebrity, the internet exploded with theories. And the #1 name flying around was none other than Beyonce. Fans say there are 2 big reasons why everyone jumped straight to her. First off, there are only a handful of people in Hollywood who could be considered more high profile than Mr. Combs, and Beyonce is definitely one of them. Second, if those old rumors about her and Pimp C having a tape were ever true, then people think the possibility of another one involving her and Mr. Combs doesn't sound that far-fetched. The speculation hit overdrive when people started resurfacing an old interview with DaBaby, where he claimed he once got caught in a private meeting at Mr. Combs' mansion. And guess who was in the room? Beyonce and Jay-Z. He didn't spill too many details, but fans have been dissecting that story ever since, convinced that something way more secretive was going on behind closed doors that night.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put him out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was.
Now that all these puzzle pieces are being put together, a lot of people think the shocking allegations surrounding Ray J and Beyonce might actually have some truth behind them. Social media has turned ruthless. Folks online are dragging her like never before, saying things like, Jay-Z bought Beyonce from her daddy years ago. He's her handler. Y'all just too blind to see it. Others brought up chilling coincidences, pointing out that the last time people started talking about a supposed Beyonce tape was right before Pimp C's mysterious death. One comment said, the last time I heard about a Beyonce tape was when Pimp C mentioned it. Next thing you know, that man's gone. It's clear that this isn't just ordinary gossip anymore. People genuinely believe there's a dark pattern connecting all these rumors. Between Ray J's silence, Jonathan Hayes' accusations, and Mr. Combs' name being tied into yet another wild scandal, fans are starting to think Hollywood's most powerful circles are way more twisted than anyone imagined. As this drama keeps unfolding, more voices are suddenly coming out of the woodwork, and the whispers around Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Mr. Combs are growing louder by the day. Industry insiders are hinting that what's been exposed so far is only scratching the surface, and that there's a whole underground world of power, control, and silence that's been protecting these stars for decades. One insider who claims to have worked closely with Roc Nation in the early 2000s says that certain private gatherings used to happen at undisclosed mansions with no phones or cameras allowed. These weren't just regular celebrity parties. Allegedly, they were exclusive meetings where artists, executives, and influencers would exchange favors to stay relevant and protected in the industry. The source didn't name names, but fans quickly drew their own conclusions, linking the dots between Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Mr. Combs since their circles often overlapped. Adding to the chaos, a former music video director recently spoke out online, saying he was once blacklisted after refusing to film a highly inappropriate scene for a major star who he now claims was connected to the Carters team. He described the situation as uncomfortable, controlling, and filled with secrets. That statement sent fans into detective mode, digging through old projects and trying to figure out who he was referring to. Meanwhile, another shocking theory has started circulating that Beyonce's image as a flawless perfectionist may actually be the result of years of strict management and control. People are now saying Jay-Z allegedly treats her career like a business transaction, deciding where she performs, who she collaborates with, and even how she appears in public. Fans believe that's why she rarely speaks openly or does unscripted interviews, because she might be too afraid to break from the narrative that's been carefully crafted around her. And just when people thought it couldn't get crazier, a few anonymous accounts online began leaking alleged messages and voice notes claiming that certain producers had seen things they wished they could unsee at secret gatherings linked to these stars. Whether it's truth or wild internet speculation, one thing's clear. This isn't just a few random rumors anymore. It's turning into a full-blown storm that's threatening to pull some of the biggest names in music into the light. At this point, everything surrounding Beyonce, Jay-Z, Ray J, and Mr. Combs has turned into one of the biggest scandals the internet has seen in years. Every day, new claims, theories, and insider confessions pop up, and fans are starting to realize just how deep this rabbit hole might go. Between the alleged tapes, the whispered freak-off parties, and all the mysterious deaths tied to these stories, it's getting harder to tell what's rumor and what's real. Some people online are even saying that the whole situation with Ray J and Beyonce might have been less about love and more about power. There's a growing belief that certain figures in the industry allegedly use intimacy as control, keeping people silent or loyal through things that could destroy them if exposed. If any of these tapes or stories ever came out for real, it could flip the entire entertainment industry upside down. And fans are noticing something else too: how quiet the Carters have been. No statements, no interviews, not even a hint of denial. For a couple that controls every narrative around them, this silence feels louder than words. It's like they're hoping the noise dies down before something even more explosive leaks. Meanwhile, Ray J's cryptic social media posts have only added fuel to the fire, with people analyzing every word like he's trying to speak without actually saying it. This whole scandal has left everyone wondering just how much of what we see from these so-called perfect celebrities is real, and how much of it is just one big cover-up. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure: Hollywood's glossy image is cracking right before our eyes. But now I want to know your thoughts. Do you really think Jay-Z made Beyonce sleep with Ray J? And if he did, how long do you think it went on for? Let me know your opinions in the comment section below, because this story just keeps getting crazier by the day. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more wild celebrity tea, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next upload. And hey, click the next video on your screen right now, because trust me, it's even messier than this one. See you there.